Okay, so it's Monday, and as always on Mondays we have the weekly giveaway. So last week I gave away a Disney Eagle Maker Industries for the wife themed inventory video, and the winner for this one will be right here. So congrats to you, man, on winning the Disney Eagle Maker Industries. I'll contact you right away and make sure to send over your deagle. And then for this week's giveaway, we're of course going to look at the grey themed inventory as the title and the thumbnail shows. And for this reason, I'm going to give away this P250 castle, which isn't even in the video, being a little bit more expensive compared to other P250s, but it is a great option for P250. And all you have to do to enter this giveaway, it is field tested, is to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and then down below comment your favorite grey skin from this video. And you'll have entered the giveaway, and I will announce the winner on next Monday in the next themed inventory video. So good luck with the giveaway, guys, and now let's get straight into the video. Okay, so today we have another budget themed inventory. Last week we looked at the white themed inventory. This week or today we're going to look at the grey themed inventory. So I have found the best budget grey skin for every weapon in the game. And yeah, we'll head into Inspect server. I will talk you through all of them, my thoughts about them, the prices, the best conditions to grab them in, and everything you need to know. So yeah, let's just get into it, and hopefully you find something you can use if you're going for a grey themed inventory. Otherwise, just some skins you maybe think looks really great, and you don't have, you know, the biggest budget to buy skins. I get that. So yeah, let's get into the video. Today's video is sponsored by SkinsMonkey, and SkinsMonkey is a new easy to use trading website. After putting in your trade URL, you just have to press the skins on the left side in your inventory you want to trade. Then on the right side you can choose any skin of your liking you want to receive. If you should be short on money to do your trade, you can press the top up balance right here in your inventory. Use my code HARTWICH to get an extra 5%. You can also use the code to get $5 for free. Just trade $100 to make the most of it. The link will be in the description. Okay, so we always start off with the knife glove combo, of course. Once again we have a huntsman knife, but this knife is just really good budget knife, I think. Not like one of the cheapest knives, and also not really expensive as well, and looks pretty decent. So we have the hand wraps, duct tape, pretty much the best budget grey gloves you can get in the game, as these in field tested condition is actually only $69.50. So just barely $70 for these gloves, which is really cheap. And the huntsman knife is a Damascus steel, which is really nice, also extremely grey and fits well with the gloves. And this one, also in field tested, would be $150, so a bit more expensive, but usually we have combos around $300. I usually try to, you know, keep it just below $300, and this combo is actually only $220, and around $200 for a knife glove combo in Counter-Strike. That's really good. That's really cheap, and yeah, something that fits well like this is really awesome. So yeah, hand wraps, duct tape, field tested, a huntsman knife, Damascus steel, also in field tested for $70 for the gloves, and then $150 for the knife. Then to the AK, we have the AK cartel, of course, definitely the best budget grey AK we have, and this one is not as budget as some of the other AKs we have used in other themed inventories, but it's still pretty doable, I would say, because this one in field tested condition is $9, so maybe a little bit to the more like not so budget side, but still a pretty decent price for AK, because you have to remember AK is one of the weapons you definitely want to spend more money on for the skin, as you're going to use this way more than other skins. And yeah, this is an old skin and it looks really nice in my opinion. I really like it. It's really basic and still a great looking skin, a little bit unique as well. So $9 for this one in field tested condition. Then for the VP we have the one god again. We also use this one for the white inventory. This of course have a decent amount of yellow to it and some white to it. We have the big skull at the body of the AK AVP, which is white, but also like the middle part, the part you will see most here with the yellow. I don't even know what it's supposed to look like, but the yellow thing going out of the skull or behind the skull. We have a lot of gray, and that looks really nice, and this is the main part, or the main colors you're going to see whenever you're holding it, just like this and going to use it. right? So yeah, got a lot of gray on it, and it's definitely the best option you got for gray AVP when you're on a budget. You of course have something like the AVP Graphite, which is probably the best gray AVP you can go for, but it's really expensive. And the AVP one got here in minimal wear condition is only $1.20. Then for the M4 we have another nice one, a really old skin from the Vanguard collection. Yeah, from the Vanguard collection or case. And this one is the M4A1S Basilisk in field tested condition. This one only costs $4.10, which in my opinion is a pretty great price. It's of course like a little bit kind of a default M4, but it's of course gray instead of black, and then you have this like dragon, I think it is, on the body, and in my opinion something like this look really nice and unique, and it's a decent option here. And again, M4, one of the weapons you want to spend more money on, and $4 for M4 should be doable. Yeah, so pretty great one here. And for the M4 we have a really cheap option here. So the M4A4, I went with the M4A4 Magnesium, and this one is a blue skin. I can actually not remember which collection, but it is from at least a blue skin, which makes it really cheap. So actually you can grab this one in field tested condition for only 15 cents. And even if you want to upgrade it to a better condition, maybe you want to go for a minimal wear one, then I think it's like double the price. I mean, it is double the price, but it will only be 30 cents in total, which is still a really cheap option, of course. So yeah, but if you want to, you can grab this one in field tested for only 15 cents. And to the AUG we have a AUG Arctic Wolf, and this one is, I mean, a really cool one. And I also used this one in the white themed inventory last week, or last Monday. But this also have, as you can see, a lot of gray to it, which means this is the perfect AUG for both a gray and a white themed inventory. And this one in field tested condition you can grab for $1.40, so it might be, a little bit expensive compared to like a budget AUG, but I think just over $1 is doable. And some of you might not really use the AUG, then just save the money on this one. But if you really use the AUG a lot, it's something similar to the M4 or AK, and yeah, then I think $1.40 is pretty doable and should be pretty decent for a skin for a weapon like AUG that you're probably going to use a lot if you like it. And now to the SG 553 or 553, I just call it the SG now usually, but yeah, the SG I chose the Damascus Steel, which is a really nice one. Someone actually commented because I used this for the white themed inventory as well, because we don't really have any white SGs, and there was the closest. I would say gray is one of the more better colors to use for white themed inventory if you can't find any white skins. And this one field test is only 50 cents. And yeah, it's a really nice skin. And if you don't know, this is of course the same skin as the knife, and it's usually a skin for knives, but the SG is the only weapon with the Damascus Steel skin on it. So really sick skin in my opinion, and almost have to have in your inventory for a gray themed inventory. So only 50 cents for this one. And then to the FAMAS we have the Jien, I think is how you pronounce it. And yeah, this one is a pink skin, classified skin from one of the older cases, but still pretty decent price compared to coming from older collection being a classified skin, because this one in field tested is $1.85. I know it's not completely gray, but it's a really cool one in my opinion. It's black, and then of course have a lot of gray on it as well, with this I don't even know what it is, like a demon or something. Oh, I have no clue, but yeah, it's a really sick one. I really like this one. And then to the Galil, we don't really have any gray or completely gray Galils, so I went with the Cami, which of course is black and white, mainly white, which fits pretty decent with gray gloves. And also, as you can see, the duct tape gloves do have some white underneath the duct tape itself. The gray part of the glove, we have a lot of white, and for that reason I think this one fits really well when you can't get a gray Galil. I think this one does a really good job. It is a little bit pricey, but I mean it's a really sick Galil, and if you want something, this is the best option, but you will have to pay $2.50 for this one in minimal wear condition. Now to the SG or the Scout, as most of us probably call it. We have the Scout Ghost Crusader. And this one is the closest you come to grey one. Is like a combination between a little bit of blue and then the white and grey. And I also use this one actually for the white themed inventory. Really sick SG. I really like this one. And yeah, in future condition, you grab this one for only 45 cents. That's really nice, or a really good price for a SG. Then for the first auto sniper, the Scar 20, the CT side auto sniper, we have the Scar 20 Torn, which in field tested condition costs the same as the Scout you just looked at, which is 45 cents. And yeah, not much to be said about this one. Really cool. Is the same auto sniper as we used in the white themed inventory. The same with the next auto sniper. So if you have seen that one, yeah, it's the same skins. But that's mainly because a lot of like great or like completely white skins is really expensive. So I got a lot of skins that also had a lot of gray on them for the white themed inventory. So some of them will be, you know, duplicates from last video. But yeah, this one is 45 cents in field tested condition. Then for the other auto sniper, we have the Polar Camo in minimum wear condition. This one is 1 cent. Yeah, you heard right, 1 cent. You probably grab it on Steam Market. The lowest I think you will be able to sell something for without actually like getting anything out of it is 3 cents. So you can probably grab this one on Steam Market for just 3 cents, and yeah, you're good to go. So Polar Camo in minimum wear condition, 1 cent. Then to the pistols, we start off with the Desert Eagle. This one is a really sick one, and was, yeah, like I just had this in mind as soon I knew I was going to do the grey inventory or themed inventory today for you guys. But this one is a Desert Eagle Naga, and this one is from one of the older cases. I do believe it's one of the chroma cases. And this one is a really sick one. I really like this one, and I mean, it fits really well with the gloves here. I really like this combination. And it's also not that expensive, because you could grab this Deagle skin in field tested condition for only $1.10. So just over $1 for Deagle skin. That's pretty nice, I will say. And yeah, it's a perfect option for a great Deagle when you're on a budget. Then for the USP, this one is a little bit more expensive, but it's also really clean and perfect for grey themed inventory. This is the USP stainless, which is from, let's see if I can remember, weapon case 3, I think, the one with the pistols only. And this one is field tested condition, is actually not that bad, at $3.50. I think that's pretty doable for USP. And I mean, this one is definitely the best option you will find for a grey USP as well. Now moving on to the Glock, we have the Glock Ironwork. This one in field tested condition is 8 cents. So this one at least is a really cheap option. It also, in my opinion, look really nice. Have some great details on it with the trees, or like the trees with the leaves on it and so on. I mean, it looks really nice for 8 cents. And yeah, it's a really great option here for a great Glock that's grey. Then for the P2000, of course, I have to include this one as well. Yeah, we have a skin I didn't even knew existed, which is the P2000 Penta Camo, which is basically just, as I saw it the first time, I thought about Dark Water. You know, we have the M4 A1S Dark Water from the weapon case, or the weapon collection. Weapon case collection, and yeah, it's a lot similar to this one. So basically just grey with some like black dots on it, I guess. And yeah, this one in factory new conditions. You can only get this one in factory new minimum condition, and the price is basically the same. So in factory new, this one will cost $3.40. Now to the P250, we have the P250 Metallic DD Pad in factory new condition. This one is only 10 cents. So a really great option here for a grey P250. And 10 cents, that's definitely doable when you're on a budget. That's literally just perfect. So yeah, and this one is super clean, and yeah, you get a great skin for the price. And then another skin I just knew right away I had to include this video is the 5.7 Silver Quartz, as this one is really nice, has some really nice texture to the skin itself, and of course it is basically just grey with some different different type of grays, I could say, like some darker, some lighter grays, and it looks really great. And it's also really cheap, because this one in minimum wear condition is 30 cents, which I think is really doable for 5.7. And yeah, it looks really great with the gloves as well. It fits perfect for the grey themed inventory. Then for the R8, we have the R8 inlay, which is probably the best option I could find. It does have this white wood handle, which fits perfect with the white bandage, or like, yeah, the white bandana underneath the duct tape. And then the revolver itself is like this metallic gray themed, or like, yeah, color, I guess, structure. And yeah, it just fits perfect. We have white and gray on white and gray, and in mini wear condition, this one will only cost you 5 cents. So really great skin for a really cheap price. Then for the Tech 9, we have a Tech 9 Slack, which is from the new collection, the Kilowatt collection. This one in futures condition is only 9 cents. So really cheap here, 9 cents for a Tech 9 skin. And yeah, we got gray, white and black combined, which fits pretty great with gray and white gloves. Then to the dual Berettas, I actually chose the dual Beretta Stained, and this one is actually another skin I didn't even knew existed in this game, just like the P250 Panda camo. I didn't knew there was a pair of dual Beretta Stained actually, but goes really well. We also used the Huntsman Knife Stained for the white themed inventory because they are pretty bright in some lighting, but also, you know, it's basically just gray and a light like blue, I would say the dots on it is, but it's mainly gray, so it goes really well with this themed inventory. And they're also extremely cheap, and even in a good condition, because in factory new condition this one is only 9 cents. Then moving on to the CZ, we actually have the CZ Silver, which looks really bright compared to what I thought it would look. It is like almost completely white. But it is supposed to be silver, like metallic iron is, I guess. But yeah, really bright, but still the best option. This one was like, it wasn't even like close with any other like grayish skins. So really nice, clean CZ here. You actually could also use this one. We have another silver skin for the Mac 10, I think it is. For the white themed inventory, you could use this as well. But yeah, this one in factory new condition is $3.45. Then to the MP9, we have the MP9 Fade Away, which in mini-wear condition is only 9 cents. This one is black and white. The best I could find for a gray MP9, or like grayish, is pretty much just like white on the inside and then have this like black on the outside, I guess, with all the holes in it. But yeah, fits really well with the gloves as well, and is a really good option here for a budget MP9 that goes well with gray. At yeah, only 9 cents in mini-wear condition. Then to the Mac 10, as I said before, then I showed you the CZ Silver. We also have a Mac 10 Silver. So again, really, really bright. Could actually fit really well with a white themed inventory too. But yeah, this one is actually really cheap too, which the CZ wasn't. The CZ was like $3.40, but the Mac 10 here in factory new as well is only 10 cents. So it's really cheap and it looks really clean. Like this goes really hard for a gray or white themed inventory. Then for the UMP, I chose to go with the UMP Motorized, which is the new UMP from the Kilowatt collection, which is, yeah, basically just completely gray, and like is the texture on the skin is like a motor. So basically just one big motor on the UMP, which is completely gray and a little bit of black. But yeah, it goes really well and is extremely cheap, as you can grab this one in mini-wear condition for only 50 cents. No, sorry, not 50 cents, but 15 cents. Then for the P90, we have the P90S Wood. I also chose this one for the white themed inventory, as it has white, gray, and black, and we don't have like any better white P9s or like P90s. And yeah, it goes of course really well with gray too, since it's gray, black, and white, and have a lot of gray on it. So yeah, that goes really well. And yeah, not much to be said about this one, I guess. But in mini-wear condition, this one is 9 cents, so it's really, really cheap too. Then for the MP7, we have the MP7 Armor Core, which is another skin I just knew right away I was going to use, and was from from one of the older collection as well. I think it's also from one of the chroma cases actually, and it is the MP7 Armor Core, and in mini-wear condition this one is 15 cents, so really, really cheap here for a pretty great MP7 you can use for your gray inventory, and also a black themed inventory if you're going for that one. Then for the PP Bison, this one is almost perfect. It is the PP Bison Urban Dash, which is really similar to the P90 we looked at, the P90S Woods. Type of pretty much the same vibe, I guess. Vibe to this one, and it is extremely cheap, like the Auto Sniper on T side, the G3 SG1, because this one in mini rare condition is only 1 cent as well. So probably go ahead on Steam Market and you could grab this one out of Steam Market for like 3 cents. Then to the MP5, this one was the best option I could find, which is a little bit similar to the motorized, the UMP, I think, actually, but looks pretty great in my opinion, but does have a little bit of black, no, not black, but blue to it, but a decent one, and it's pretty cheap at 45 cents in minimum wear condition. Now we're moving on to the shotguns, and the first one we're going to start with is the XM1014, which of course is known as the auto shotgun, and this one is, yeah, I use this for the black and the white themed inventory as well, but we don't really have any gray auto shotguns as I could find. You are free, and yeah, welcome to comment down below if you know any better options, but I will go with this one for what I've seen, and it's only 35 cents in field tested condition. Then to the Max 7, we have the Max 7 Swag 7. This I also used actually for the white themed inventory because we don't have any white Max 7s. This was the closest to white, and of course is perfect for a gray themed inventory, and it's also really cheap and actually really cool. I really like this one, but the Swag 7 here in field test condition is only 20 cents, so really cheap, and definitely a must have in your gray themed inventory. Then to the sort of, I couldn't really find any good gray gray skins for the sort of, so this is the like best I could find, or what come closest to gray, which is the Bamboo Shadow. It is a little bit pricey, being $2.75 in field tested, but it's mainly of course black, as you can see, and then we have a little bit of, I don't even know what you call, like a lighter black color, like a little bit, it's not like really gray, right? But you know, the trees on it, the palms and that stuff is like a little bit lighter than the skin itself being black or like a really dark blue, but this is the best I could find. Let me know down below if you have any better options for sort of, but because for me this one was the great best option, and it's a little bit expensive, so if you don't really use the sort of, maybe just save that money and use those on some other skins, or maybe upgrade some other skins to better conditions. But yeah, the Bamboo Shadow in field tested at $2.75. Then we're going to look at the Nova, and here I went with the Nova Cat Steel. This one in factory new condition is 10 cents, so really cheap here. I mean, 10 cents for factory new skin is really awesome whenever you're looking to grab a specific, you know, skin for themed inventory, and it looks pretty decent in my opinion. Have a lot of gray on it, and of course a little bit of black, but that fits really well with the gray themed inventory. So 10 cents for the Nova Cat Steel in factory new condition. Then we're moving on to the last two skins. We always ended off with the M249 and then the Negev. So for the M249, I went with the Contrast Spray, which is a little bit similar to the P90S Woods and the PP Bison, which I can't even remember what it was called. But yeah, type of same vibe to these skins, a little bit like an Urban Masked knife skin. But the contrast spray here in field tested condition is 60 cents, so maybe a little bit, you know, pricey on the budget for M249, and most people don't even use it, but pretty doable if you use it. But I mean, most people don't, but you can also just grab it, you know, to complete your gray themed inventory for every weapon, but 60 cents for this one in field tested condition. Then for the Negev, the best I could find was more white, I guess. It was the same from the white themed inventory. And I have duplicate skins because the gray and white goes really great with each other, and also some skins don't have grays, others have white, so you know, the opposite, the other way around. But the Negev prototype here is at least really cheap, being only 9 cents in minimum wear condition.